Follow along to see the drama my queen has been generating. It all started when I collected her as part of a package of bees. Soon after I installed her in my hive on the right, I noticed there were not a lot of bees. It turned out they formed a cluster at the bottom of the hive. As soon as I realized that their queen was in the hive, they all went inside. 2 weeks later, she could be found amidst the brood that she was creating. These are the bees that are in development that are in cells capped with wax. We can also see eggs that were just laid, as well as larvae in various stages of development. Even though in the next inspection my queen still seemed to be doing great, I noticed they were building a queen cup. That means the bees are creating a space to hatch a new queen. Sometimes they do this just for practice, so I was not worried. However, in the inspection after that, I noticed my hive on the left wasn't doing so great, so I decided to give them a frame full of bees from the hive on the right. This can be tricky, especially since you don't want to move the queen into the other hive, as she would be killed because the bees only tolerate one queen. In the inspection after that, I noticed even more queen cups. Some of them were already closed, that means containing queens under development. Since my queen was actually doing great so far, I decided to remove those queen cups, otherwise the new queens would kill the existing queen, and I knew that she was doing well. Still, I was surprised. My bees were really doing their best to replace the queen by building a lot of queen cups. I had to remove them all. I kept finding new ones, one after the other. Still, my queen was doing really well. Look at that, larvae in different stages of development and a very solid brood pattern. Later, I decided it was time to expand the colony by adding an extra box. You do this by taking a few frames with brood and putting it in the middle of the new box. Of course, there's always a little bit of a risk in case the queen drops on the ground because she can't fly. A week or so later on my inspection, I couldn't find any eggs anymore, nor any larvae. Were my bees maybe making a new queen because they lost the previous queen? I kept looking and still couldn't see any new eggs. And then I was so happy to find another queen cup. This is the hope for the hive. It's one of the cups I forgot to remove. To make sure that the new queen would be able to hatch, mate, and also start laying eggs, I waited a full month before inspecting the hive again. Then when the day finally came, I was quite nervous. First I saw more queen cups. I said, oh no, they're empty, so there is no queen that can lay any eggs in them. They're lost. Seems I was too quick to judge. The next frame I pulled out was full of brood. And what a spotless pattern. And then I saw something even better. I saw fresh eggs. Because eggs turn into larvae within 3 days, I knew this was recent.